Okay, I think I'm live now. Testing, 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 testing. I hope I can be heard. Put this on too, just in case. Probably talking to the void right now. This is an impromptu live stream so that I can check out and see how everything works, make sure everything works. And I also just recorded a video and I had duplicate mics recording and the audio ended up being as on that too. And I don't have the patience to re-record it. So I figured I would just get this out in a live, and if anyone hops in the chat, that's fantastic. And maybe you guys can watch it later if you would so enjoy, if you would so like to. See, that's the thing, as I'm so nervous to be live right now because I can't edit out my mistakes, and if I get awkward and don't know what to say and just blank out and stare into the abyss for 30 seconds, you guys are going to be subject to that. But anyway, I wanted to do a channel appreciation video and a little bit of a Q&A from my questions and comments section. I was about to celebrate being at 5,000 subs, and it looks like I lost a couple. I hope I didn't bother anyone, or hope it's not because my last batch of videos have apparently sounded like shit. So I wanted to apologize for that. I've explained before the reasons, but the thing is I know it wasn't the greatest, but I could still hear things. I have massive speakers though. That's probably the reason. So people had said I can't handle turning it up and down all the time, and I apologize for that. I really do. Thank you for the feedback. I can try to keep an eye on this now and make sure it's better and nice and loud. I'm just worried about clipping all the time. So because I don't have a pop filter, I put a nylon sock on my mic. I actually have a very expensive condenser mic, so it should sound good. It's just the program settings. I switched to OBS and CapCut, so I have a lot more control over the audio stuff now. Anyway, moving along. So close to 5,000 subs again. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you. I really super appreciate it. Even when I lose some, you'll gain some more. So it means the world for the support, honestly. 5,000 people is a lot to me, and it's way more than what I thought that I would get in this amount of time. That being said, I really need to thank the other YouTubers who have really helped support me in this channel, whether it was with collabing with me or giving shout outs or whatever. So starting with D-Man Johnson III, my channel would not be where it is today if it wasn't for him. He worked with me on the 90 Day Fiancé Recap Awards, and he did so good on that project, man. And I'll be honest, that project was a shit show because I don't usually write scripts. That was the first time I ever kind of like threw a script together, and there was a lot of like improv involved because that's how I do things. And yeah, if I write a script and read it, it's gonna be super awkward and monotonous. But yeah, D-Man did a fantastic job, and maybe one day him and I can do a live together talking about the process, because yeah, it was a shit show, but he did a really great job, and I want to do it again one day because obviously we couldn't throw every single YouTuber recapper into that video, and I had missed quite a few, either because I forgot simply, or the YouTuber wasn't brought to my attention yet. Like, YouTube had not brought them into my algorithm. Lucan, D-Man brought him to my attention. He has an awesome channel, and they did a really awesome collaboration together. It was so good. Yeah, so and Kiki and Kibitz, someone mentioned in the comments, how could you forget her? And that's true. No disrespect. yeah, she's been blogging about this show for forever. So absolutely, 100%, she's an OG. I messed up. I missed a few people. There's quite a few people that I've watched over the years that I kind of they kind of slipped my mind. Um, yeah, so maybe for the next anniversary video, we'll do it again and it'll be better this time. And it won't just be subjectively me who's deciding the ranking. Because I tried my best to be objective. I really didn't want to just be like, oh, it's up to me because who am I, right? I tried to be subjective. I mean, objective, sorry. Can't edit shit out. um, Yeah, and I stand by my choices with Jessica and the Quick Slice. They have fantastic channels. They're so good, and everyone else. It was so hard trying to like figure out a ranking because like everybody does such a great job. And who am I, right? But I also want to do a video talking about like just all the YouTubers in general who I enjoy watching because there's quite a few of them that I think have done a really good job and they have great channels and they're not necessarily talking about 90 Day Fiance or recaps, but I would love to do maybe a video where I celebrate just awesome YouTube channels that I really appreciate. Kit Boga being one of them, Cheer Denise, um, Steve Wallace, Aspen J does really good Sex in the City covers. They are so funny. Um, yeah, there's so many I can name, and I don't want to get in on that topic right now. But I just really want to put it out there that I super appreciate the YouTubers, D-Man Johnson III, also whatever, Linda, she's been very supportive, and and Jessica. So I've definitely gained followers because of them, and I really appreciate that. I wouldn't be where I am currently if it wasn't for you guys. So, and then you viewers, you guys are. Thank you for your comments and your feedback, and for watching my videos. And I'm sorry that there's a whole batch of them that sound like ass. If you want, I can go and remaster the audio and re-upload them. It's so frustrating that YouTube does not allow you to switch files out on your posts. So it would have to be a brand new post, and then those other videos are just dead, I guess. What a waste. I put so much time into those, and for you guys to not even be able to hear it, that's frustrating. But yeah, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the support. We're so close to 5,000 subs again, and I appreciate you guys watching my videos and leaving your feedback. And I think I'm going to settle down with the social anxiety, hiding from my comment section, because it just piles up and piles up. And it's not inherently like Facebook where 98% of everything was negative, arguing nonsensical BS. It was actually a lot of really good stuff, and things that I can also think about to improve on the channel. So thank you, all of you. With all that being said, I do have memberships open, and I have to start putting out videos that are going to be members only. So I think it's going to be longer content, if I manage to get by the copyrights. And then it'll be like extended cuts for members, and then maybe other things for members, and they can see it first, or members only videos, members only live streams perhaps. And then yeah, just like make the shorter videos for the public. I mean, I think 20 to 30 minutes for a video is the best. 15 to 30 is the best to get people's attention. Not everyone wants to sit down for an hour to watch a video, so I do something like that. And maybe asking for $3 or $2 a month is too much, especially given what I have to give right now. Maybe that's true, but if you guys want to, like, if you guys have faith in me, if I made a membership that was just for $1, and like, even if half of you signed up for $1 a month, that would really help things. That would really make it so maybe I wouldn't have to go back to work. I'm worried about that. I'm off on disability right now because of my hand pain, and it's nice because I have time to focus on the family and the channel. I've just been a stay-at-home mom, introvert, working on YouTube basically, and I'm not really looking forward to going back to work. And I'm gonna have to start doing like I've been having to go to a bunch of appointments about that, so that's another reason I haven't been putting a lot of videos out. But yeah, I'm not gonna ever stop with the channel. I'll just keep getting better and better as time goes on. We all do, right? So when I was going through my comments, I saw a lot of really great comments and feedback, and I also saw some questions. So I figured rather than continue to be a poster and ghoster, I would address and answer some of these. So one of the first ones, I mean, I already addressed. Someone said your mic sucks, and it was like, no, it's not my mic. It's the software, and it's the computer changing outputs to the webcam and everything. But I'm gonna work on it. It's gonna be better. I'm sorry about that. And now I can master the audio in these programs too. So it should be better now. I do apologize if it was unpleasant. A bunch of my videos are just a waste. But yeah, okay, I want to address this one. Someone said that you should get your mole looked at. And I do agree. I've been on a wait list for years, on and off, to see a dermatologist and a plastic surgeon, or like a laser surgery place. Unfortunately, in the Canadian healthcare system, you will probably die waiting. But thanks to your comment, I do heed your advice. I did actually book an appointment with my doc on the phone to pester him about getting the referral a little quicker. I've had this birthmark my whole life, and my brother, funny enough, he has the same one on the other side of his face. But his didn't grow like mine did. He even clipped his off shaving once by accident, which is just sounds so painful. The thing is like, people who have moles probably know you get hairs that they kind of look like whiskers. So in some of my videos, especially the ones with the webcam, that lovely HD, you can probably see that. Speaking of that, that's Temu wants me to buy things. So that's another question I wanted to address. Someone said, you bought a human hair wig from Temu. And yes, it was for the Meghan Markle skits. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a wig, but I still didn't want it to be like a Halloween costume garbage wig either. So I spent $60 on it, but when I complained to Temu that it wasn't the right length and it wasn't as described, I got my money back. But I did spend some time fixing it up. She's on Luna right now because I don't have a head. But yeah, I fixed up the bangs, gave her some curtain bangs, and straightened the hair out so the curls, and then I gave her a trim. Yeah. If it is human hair, I didn't even if it is human hair, I didn't even consider the ethical angle of it. Like, where did this hair come from? Is this from a little girl in India, or did like a Chinese girl with really long hair donate it, or is it from dead bodies? I don't know, but it does feel better than a synthetic wig. I after fixing it up and spending some time on it, I don't think it's the absolute worst. There's even like a gray hair, so it makes me think that it's not from a little girl, because there's just like a random gray hair in it. But yeah, this is for the Meghan Markle skits, because some of you mentioned that the reason you started following me in the first place was the Meghan Markle skits. And I probably cannot watch those, and at this point in time, I think I would die of cringe from audio issues. But I am gonna work on it again. I'm just trying to pile up some material, waiting for her to publicly humiliate herself some more so I have legitimate material to use. A lot of people did parodies on the show, so I felt like that was oversaturated enough. I didn't need to also throw my hat in the ring on that one. But there was a sugar in my comments I wanted to address. A bunch of you in the comments already did. But she was blasting us for being obsessed with her, looking her up all the time, talking about her all the time, blah blah blah, watching all the YouTube channels. Well, that's how algorithms work. When you engage, that's what you get. My algorithm was filled with it for some time, but I couldn't stand it. I couldn't take it anymore. Especially when the AI slop that just makes up bullshit got involved. I couldn't deal with that anymore. So yeah, you can tell YouTube not interested, don't want to see about this anymore, and then you see other things. I have a vast algorithm. Lots of random things come into there. So yeah, Kathy, not obsessed, but that is how algorithms work. However, I do feel another skit coming. I feel like it's coming because I got the wig, I got some clothes, and she's been acting a fool on the world stage some more. So that's great for me. That's exactly what I needed. So yeah, some other questions and comments I wanted to talk about. I have no idea if this is even like working, if anyone's watching. I don't see anyone in chat, so that's fine. If this does actually end up being a thing, you guys can watch it on the playback or whatever. Because like I said, I made a video and the audio was ass, and I was too frustrated to re-record it. So here we are, trying to do a live. God, I hope this sound isn't ass. I'm so annoyed. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, I think it would be fun to do a live with D-Man and talk about the award show. Maybe talk about a future award show and what we could do differently, what we could do better, who we could include. Because it was said that I had forgot some really good channels. Lucan was brought to my attention from D-Man. I can't believe YouTube didn't put him in my algorithm. He has a fantastic channel. And yeah, Kiki and Kibitz, she's been blogging and doing videos about them forever. She's definitely an OG, and I certainly never meant any disrespect in leaving people out. It was just literally certain people slip your mind. There's a lot of people to remember and make a video about, so you can't do everybody. But I think in a future video we could do it again, because he did a great job, and I could improve. We could do it again and do. I think it could be really good. Maybe get a poll where you guys actually vote, because I didn't have much interaction on that. I kind of just had to do what I thought, and I tried my best to be objective. But yeah, it was a challenge, and I think I could do better. But I do want to make a video about just other YouTubers that I think are great. But maybe we need to do other collabs, some other ideas. I know D-Man's been cooking up some collabs. I won't spoil them, but he's really creative. You know, he's a filmmaker. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but so he's put together a Discord, and I wanted to say that I also have put together a Discord. It is Rust Potion server. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to find that, but If anyone ever wants to chat about things 90-day related or collab ideas, you know, that's where I'll be. D-Man's made a really cool Discord community with some really great people, and it's nice because I'm kind of living a isolated life of solitude with my family. I don't see friends very much in person, so having that group of a community of people to chat with and connect with is nice. He did a good job. I don't know if I have the same luck as him, but a lot of you guys who have left me comments all seem lovely. You guys are very supportive, and I appreciate all of you. So, yeah. I wanted to put that out there. I'm thinking about doing a Discord thing similar to him. What else? So on my other channel, it's just kind of like random story times, and I figured I would put my hair videos and my like random product unboxings and stuff like that, and random life vlogs complaining about life in Canada. I figured I would move all that stuff over there, not to mix the channel up with the algorithm. But I wonder, like, if I could talk about other shows, talk about movies, games. I was thinking about live streaming Final Fantasy VII because I've been playing it, the remake. It's been enjoyable so far. And other shows, because 90 Day Fiancé is just sometimes so frustrating. It's nice to watch other shows sometimes. Started watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Have you guys watched that? Has anybody watched that? I miss House of the Dragon, but we have to wait 2 years every time. And I've noticed a pattern with HBO. They like to save money now by skipping battles. They either just skip it entirely, someone gets knocked out. It's a money saving tactic because those battles be expensive. But yeah, I need to see other good shows once in a while. And yeah, other video games. I was playing the new Shin Megami Tensei, I think it was 5, Vengeance, and I have yet to complete it, but that game's pretty epic. I might live stream that, but I was so frustrated trying to defeat Shiva and the final bosses, and yeah, I'm bad at that game. Yeah, those games are hard. I beat Nocturne many times. Nocturne is a really good game, and that one was known for being difficult. So I don't even know. What else? I was running down the list of things to talk about. Or things I wanted to retort to. Yeah, someone was saying that, you know, it's not so bad. They were talking about my cost of living video, and I want to put this out there. I hope I wasn't at all making like it seem like damsel first world problems, main character syndrome. I mean, I am fully well aware that it is difficult everywhere, and it is much worse in other places. But people have this misconception that Canada is this, you know, super great, friendly place. We have free healthcare just going around willy-nilly, and everybody's so nice, and there's jobs for all the immigrants, and you know, and there's the housing crisis, the inflation issue, and I realize it's happening in the States too. I think it's very similar, but from what I understand, Canada's GDP is similar to that of America's poorest state. I think it's Mississippi. I'm not too sure about that, but I think it is Mississippi, Missouri, one of those ones. And I don't mean to bitch and complain into the void to seem like a victim. I'm just seeing if it's just a me problem, or if this is a relatable occurrence that's happening to everybody, or like lots of people, you know. yeah, I don't at all mean to have the first world problems angle of all that. I get it. It's a lot worse in some places. I'm fully well aware. Um, Someone made a comment about shopping. They said that I should send my partner to do the shopping, to buy the correct things while I stay home with the kids. And wow, that sounds like a wonderful luxury. No further comment though. Because I hate grocery shopping. I really do. I like to order it as much online as possible, but it's always, I don't know if it's the shoppers not wanting to bother, or things are out of there. They say they're not on stock online, but they're out of stock at the store apparently. So you're better off going in person. What else? Yeah, someone asked, where are you from? So as you guys know, I am Canadian. Right now I live on the west coast on the island, but I was born and raised in Winnipeg, Manitoba, so like the prairie north. Left at 17, 18 to the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and that's where I worked and lived for my young adult life. I met my first two kids' father there, and we moved here because I wanted to go to university here, but college actually. But the rest is history. It's kind of stuck on the island. Steven and I were discussing our future, and he has no interest in staying on the island, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's kind of nice being on an island, but it also kind of sucks because you have to take a plane or a boat to go anywhere. Everything's inflated. And we're at the edge of the world. There's nowhere to go. So being on the mainland might have its perks. It might be nice to have seasons again, too. We don't get a lot of snow here. We do sometimes, and when we do, it's Armageddon. Yeah, someone had said that Winnipeg is not that bad, girl, and get your head out your ass, or whatever the comment was. My retort to that is, if it's not so bad, you're welcome to go live there. I don't believe it's the murder capital anymore, though. I think Saskatoon or Regina, I can't remember, they took the mantle on that murder capital title. But when I was growing up there, not only was it more cold there than the bloody Arctic, but it was also very dangerous. Growing up, I got into a lot of fights. And not ones that I wanted to be in either. I would often be scared and try to talk my way out of it. I've had bald spots because girls ripped chunks of hair out of my head. I almost got curb stomped. I'm lucky I still have my teeth. I had a cigarette put out on my neck by a boy that I liked. I mean, I remember my first boyfriend and he had kind of long hair, and we were hugging goodbye on a street corner. We were in our teens, and people tried to mug us. They tried to rob us. We didn't have anything, so we made fools of them. He pulled a pop out of his coat, and then they were like, take his shoes, take her coat. And that I was like, you can take it off us, but I will not give it to you, and was, confrontational enough that they backed off. You see, where I grew up, I had to learn how to act psycho to scare people away, because otherwise you would get bullied, and yeah. It's an old habit. It's an old habit. That's why sometimes I just flip into extreme rage and anger in my videos, because it's just an old habit. But yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be worse. I mean, I get it. There's no cartel. It's not like what we were seeing in Lagos, where it was like garbage banks along the river of human waste. Like, it's not India, where there's piles of garbage everywhere and people are struggling to make ends meet. I get it, but it could be better, you guys. Like, Canadians often just bitch and complain in their homes and do nothing about it, or amongst themselves, and we do nothing about it. So if I was not to use my channel or my TikTok as a voice, what am I doing with myself, right? So can't all be shits and giggles. But it's true. What difference does it make? I had this letter from the Prime Minister. I wanted to laugh with you guys about it. I don't currently know where it is though, but yeah. It was really funny. He was promising all this stuff. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this a political rant, but yeah, someone said it's not so bad, and yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not so bad. It could be worse, and I hope I didn't give the impression that. Sorry, I lost my paper. Give the impression of main character, first world syndrome, damsel in distress, blah 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 blah. You get it. I don't see anyone in the chat yet, so that's fine. It'd be funny if this isn't even recording. But this is the last time I'm doing this tonight. So I'm hoping to get some content out soon, about before the 90 days. I've had a bunch of appointments, and then I'll be able to focus on it. And I wanted to live stream on my other channel some video games, and now that I have these better softwares, I can maybe edit those videos that I was working on that kept having problems. Well, I can edit it, but the thing is I'm just going to re-record it. I'm just going to re-record it and do a better job, because after dealing with that, it's just too frustrating. Like, I had it ready to go, all the effects, everything I needed, but then no matter what I did, it was fucked with, like, lagging audio, or, like, desyncing audio, and then lagging visual effects, and it's just frustrating. So, yeah, I think I've talked about everything I wanted to. How long has it been? 32 minutes. 32 minutes. I've just been nattering into the abyss for 32 minutes. And I do not believe anyone's in the chat. Which is fine. I really wasn't prepared to deal with a whole live situation. This was just kind of a practice run, and if you guys watch it later, then that's cool. That's fine. I appreciate you. Help me surpass 5,000, and then maybe join my membership. If you guys want to help support me on this YouTube journey. Maybe what I'm asking for is too much, so for the content that I have to give, I don't know if I already said this or not, but I was thinking extended cuts for members and early releases and members only stuff, and then just the shorter 15 to 30 minute recaps and videos for the public. That was the idea. And if even half of you signed up, and I got $1 a month from each of you, I mean, I might not have to go back to work. That would be amazing. I've never begged for money before, you guys, but I'm doing it. Just kidding. I appreciate all your support, everything you're doing right now, just watching and commenting, everything. You guys are great. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. My mouth is really dry, and I'm talking to the void. No one's here, so I think I'm gonna call it. But I think I've got some practice right now, and maybe I can do another live another day when people are actually functioning, and maybe we could have some interesting folks on here to talk about things and stuff. It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy with appointments for me too, because of this disability thing and other things going on. Yeah. Thanks so much if you do watch on the replay. And yeah, I I hope that my audio is going to be better from now on. I'm so sorry it's been so bad. I didn't realize it was that bad. You guys take care. I'll talk to you again in the future. Bye.